Most of us probably have our plain book totally filled out, unless we weren't here yesterday. So hopefully maybe your plain book is filled out and you don't need that. So groups that are ready would look like they have algebra tiles and they have a book. Yeah, but fortunately one of your classmates has a book. Groups that are ready have a bag of algebra tiles and a book, and we might as well open the book to 212. And then every person, every day needs what? Graph paper. Every person, every day. Would you like to join a group since today is week? You do not have to. So, trying to figure out how exactly to say this. So, when I was planning out like the next few sets of lessons, I sort of wanted to take an opportunity to see like, how responsible are you guys really? Like, you're 12, so obviously I'm not going to like hand you the keys to my car and say like, drive me home. That's, you know, you're not that responsible yet. But a lot of you are pretty responsible and can do a lot on your own. I think this lesson is one of those things based off everything we wrote down and talked about yesterday involving algebra tiles. So my challenge for you is using your book and those algebra tiles and resisting the urge just to play because you're a mature young human being and you understand that you're at school right now. Work through these questions with your partners to get all the way to the end of the lesson. Now, this is when it's going to get challenging to not just play, is when you get to number 13 and it says use the tiles to build the shape. And then, guys, I'm going to warn you right now, a lot of you are going to look at this and be like, oh, this is easy. Bad word. You're going to say this is easy. But if you actually slow yourself down, you're quickly going to realize, like, oh, it's a bit tricky, actually. Like, this one will be easier.
Afternoon, Phoenix. Can I please see Victor Miller for just a moment in the office? And Naya Landers, please come to the office. Thank you.
So A will be easier than B, C, and D. But tell you what, like, every year when we do this lesson, there are kids who, like, just immediately jump right past thinking about it, and they get it wrong, which is fine, because that's how we learn, right? Then, I don't know what the heck that is. Then, 14, calculate the perimeter, and an extension problem. So this is saying if you're now told that x equals 3, but you don't know that until you get to 14. So in 13, we're using x's, we're using y's, we're using xy's, or whatever is appropriate. Questions? Jake?
Is that a microphone right there?
Yes. Mr. Estes let me borrow it to try to get some better sound quality because we got kids getting sick and staying home, and I am emailing videos. So if you are sick and have to miss class, email me because I can't keep up with who's here and who's not. Email me. Say, hey, I missed Math 8 today, right? Tell me which class so that I don't have to go searching. And I'll email you the link. Or just hop on my YouTube to make sure that we've talked about this. As my YouTube channel, if you just search for Micah Hudson, you gotta, here's the thing, I don't put a lot of effort into this. You gotta scroll down to uploads. It's not that hard. You gotta scroll down to uploads because I don't keep these up to date. Every now and then I go and I mark everything that is Math 7 to drop it into this folder. Same thing with the other ones. But if you go to uploads, it has the most recent stuff. So here's yesterday's class, right? If you missed it, boom, variables, where we talked about non-commensurate, right? That super complicated word. So if you missed class yesterday, you would go watch this video and listen to it. And the sound quality is kind of poopy. So I'm hoping that this mic will get it better, because this is a omnidirectional mic. It picks up everything. So if you're being a turd and saying dumb stuff, email the parent to your video, or email the video to your parents and they can just deal with you. Questions? Yeah, it's super easy. I've done it before. It's real funny. Yeah.
Good job on 293 subs, Tyler.
Good job on what?
293.
I have 293?
Good job on
I had like 170 last time I looked. I don't know what the heck happened. So, here's my concern. not every group, but most groups are probably going to have one person that is like the stick in the mud that doesn't really want to work or like wants to get off task. Don't be that person. And if you have that person in your group, tell them, hey, you're being that person. Stop it. Let's do work. Because if we get this done, what do we then get to do?
Homework.
Do your homework. So everyone should have our current packet. I forget if I have an extra one here or not. There might be a couple of these problems in the packet. I forget if I did for this one or not. So you might want to check your packet for 212 and see.
I have a question about homework.
Yeah, I'm out of packets. If it's, can you have a packet? Yeah, questions? Oh, okay. Well. All right, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm going to check back in with you in like 10 minutes, see where we're at, and then do that like all over again, okay? Awesome. Yeah. Real quick, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. I think our 1 tile and our 5 tile should be easy enough. Hey, quiet down for just a second. Let's make sure we're all on the same page. The X tile. What is our perimeter when simplified for the X tile? Anybody? 2x plus 2. Because this side's X, that side's X, that's 1, this is 1. So for like the Y squared tile, what's your perimeter here, anybody? 4y. Y squared is space taken up. It's like painting the wall. 4y is, my step is y and I walk 4 steps, right? It's distance. Okay, we're not using any powers when we're talking about distance. Keep working. You guys are doing great. Oh, I don't care. So, Aharon, if we look at 3x, what goes with 3x? 5x. And when we put them together, what do we get?
7x or 8x.
8x. Makes sense? Sweet. Keep going. By the way, we're going to random card like all of these answers, so I hope you guys are ready. All right, bring it back real quick. If you're ahead of me, that's sweet. You can keep working, but do so quietly. Aiden, what goes with negative 4y squared? 6y squared, and we get? Yeah, the positive wins out. We get a positive 2y squared. Gust, what goes with 6a to the 4th? Should be the third one you wrote down.
6a4 plus 9a4, which equals 15a4, right?
Yeah, so guys, one thing we wanted to make sure we point out, when we're using variables with powers, the powers have to match in order for me to add them together. Not only do the letters have to match, right? A has to go with A, X has to go with X, like if we're adding, right? But the power also has to match. And then it stays the same. And that's what messes some people up. This does not turn into a to the 8th, it stays a to the 4th. Jake, what about 10s? What goes with that? 11s, and we get?
No, it's not 11. It doesn't go with 11. It's just S.
Oh, well, that's not what I asked.
Oh, S.
So what you gave me was the answer. There we go, 11s. Jordan, what about negative 8? Oh, sorry. Yeah, negative 8 goes with 13. Oh, absolutely. Now, if you stand up here and wait until I start talking, and every time I start talking, you do the pencil sharpener, then it's an issue. Connor, what about 6x? Ooh, wait, xy? There's two variables there.
That one's been. Oh, my mind is so confused.
You can look up here.
Oh, doesn't it?
So we've got these two options left.
Oh, it goes with number 2, which is 7x.
Yeah, so if we have 6xy, remember that's like the type of tile, the xy tile. And what's 6 plus 7? 13xy. And the last one, we can make that guess, really. C goes with negative 7c, but because the negative, we end up with negative 6c. Any questions? Queries, quandaries, qualms? Just lots of keywords that mean the same thing. So now, you're doing this, and I will tell you where this has trap doors is sections like here, and here, and here, and here.
You can't just
Have at it.
You can't just add
The perimeter.
words. Dang it, words.
Words are hard.
That's easy.
Guys, I would draw a picture of these on your notes. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, but I would draw a picture.
It says you have to draw a picture.
I know, but I say a lot of things and people don't listen to me, so.
Okay. That is true.
I just like to click the lights up a little bit.
I'm making a miniature version because I don't want to take the
Did you just get a chair?
Okay, I thought you went behind me and took my chair.
No, I biked 11 miles yesterday, so my legs hurt. So they're not quite cooperating with me.
Okay. I was like, sure.
Guarantee you. You didn't run 11 miles, no, you probably ran really far compared to what I could run. What's up? That sounds like a good idea. Alright, so Amelia just gave me a really good idea. Really, really good idea. Do you want to say it out loud or do you want me to repeat it? So, what she said was like, so if I look right here, that would be X. Right, but we don't have the whole thing. So what we could do is say, well, we had X, but we don't have that section. Which, how much is that section? 1. So we could label that edge as X minus a 1. Now that's not the only way to do it. Right? There's a lot of right ways to get to Florida, so keep working. That's just one way.
But the best way to get to Florida is by crocodile.
I don't know if you could find one up here.
What?
Might be another way. Not right now. Maybe in a few minutes.
Math.
Alright, so this goes back with getting used to teaching style. I'm going to say something and let you keep working. I'm going to start writing stuff on the board. If you don't want to see it, don't look, because it's going to have answers.
No.
Okay? I'm not going to put it all together, but I'm going to start to indicate some of the different sections. Then we'll all come together to talk about the simplified. So remember, if I'm writing this one out, I don't want my end statement to be x plus y plus y plus y plus y. I want to put things together that can go together. Right? We remember that? Put like terms together. So keep rolling. We got like 15 minutes. 302. You have to write out the simplified at least. If you can go ahead and combine things in your head, but I will warn you that's normally when mistakes happen. So it's up to you. I'll let you try it. But if you come out with the wrong answer, like we probably got to go back and investigate why.
Mama, yeah, work it, please.
What? Makes sense.
Hey, you're not any better. Oh, I'm not. I can say I was. Good. I don't believe I am. Hey, that's bad self-talk. You should go to a therapist.
Man, is your guys' intention to be so loud that my mic is obviously picking you up? Because that's what's happening right now. You're shouting back and forth between groups, and I was gonna give it a couple minutes to fix itself, but y'all are just getting worse. Do I have to explain that this is not appropriate? No. Like, you're just shouting back and forth about listening to each other's conversations. All y'all can keep working. Be better. I don't want to tell kids what to do and what not to do. I just want to do math. That's all I want to do. You guys just make appropriate choices so I can not micromanage you. That would be great. I don't like micromanaging people. Somebody pull out their homework packet. Oh, yeah.
I have it right here.
I want to check if I put this in there. Because nobody got their packet out when I said, hey, this might be. You're right. I was not this smart last year yet, or I just need to read the speech. I will start putting class examples on there pretty soon. I think my intention was I wanted you guys to draw this. What happens when I have a positive one and a negative one? They cancel. Colin, if we simplify A, we'll go real slow with this. So I'll just do this and I'll wait another couple minutes. So if I simplify A, what do I get? Whoa, I asked Colin. Sorry if you didn't hear his name at the beginning of the sentence. Colin, what do I get? 4x plus 2y plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, looks like it's me. You should have 4x plus 2y plus 6. If you do not understand how we got there, please stick up a hand. Hey, why's your binder closed? Even if you're done, we're still doing math. All right. Expression. It's not actually a formula, it's an expression. A formula is like area equals length times width. Because it like tells you what to do. An expression just says I have blah blah blah. Spencer, when we look at B, when we look over here at B, Spencer, do you got B? Are you still working on it? You're still at Cal, wait. We can wait a couple more minutes. You guys have beat.
He has the answer.
So you're saying it's 2x plus 4? I like it. I like it a lot. Your answer for B is up here if you would like to see it. I know. I'm going to circle back. He was right. Yeah, you're fine. Keep working. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Now, if we want a chance to share our answer, we got to get our answer.
Oh, yes.
There's that challenge. Spencer, do you guys have C?
Wait, that's
Yeah, you got C?
challenge?
What's C?
Do we have to do
4y plus x plus 2. So I see 3 y's. Oh, over here. What is this? Ooh, y minus x. What is this? X minus 1. And then I have 1, 2, 3 around the corner right there. And my other x. So the way that we don't end up with 2 x's is we also... Ooh, wait. Did you say 2x? I think we're missing an x because I see x here, x there, positive x here.
The other one is negative. What?
Right. So we have 3 positive x's and 1 negative. I think we end up with 2x. Can anyone? I need some verification. Is it so? Are we right except for 2x? Okay. So this should be. We just missed one of the x's. It happens. So if you didn't get this, go back and check. We have 1, 2, 3 positive x's and a negative x. That's how that happens. Walter, what about... Why are you not done yet? Do you want me to wait? I can wait.
Hey, how much longer? No, that's not what I meant. I meant I have to start doing the last one.
Ah. I know, but I called on Walt.
Uh-oh.
It's a good way to shuffle.
It is.
Class answer. What, by the way, that means anybody. What is this length? Ooh, I heard a couple different things. It's y minus 1. Y minus 1, because this is only 1 right here. So now if I go for a walk, you a maestro? Are you setting the beat for the band? So now if I go for a walk, I got positive x, positive x, positive x, positive x. Any negatives? No, so I think 4 x's. That's probably all the x's I have. But, joke about relationships. 2 y's. Yeah, 2 y's probably. Any negative y's? I don't think so. How many 1's when we put them all together? 6, because these cancel each other out. Right, so we end up with 6. 4x plus 2y plus 6. Your extension which is probably where we'll start tomorrow. Oh, I forgot about this one. So we'll do this tomorrow at the beginning of class as well. If we now know that x is 3, what actually are the perimeters of those shapes? And then, this guy, if you read what it says, because a lot of people try to start doing things before they read, the perimeter of the shape of the right is 32 units. What are possible values for x and y? If there are more than one possible set of values, which make the most sense? Right, to you, I'm changing what they say a little bit. But like to you, which make the most sense? Because we kind of already agreed that y is bigger than x, right? So things like that, right? Our y should probably be bigger than ours. You got about 3 minutes. In that 3 minutes, I need your algebra tiles to land back up here. I need you to check the floor and make sure we didn't lose any.
Stop. Stop. I didn't even know we used it.
Oh, Aharon asked for that. I can actually do that real quick. Sorry, I gotta be nice to Aharon because I kind of told him to go away earlier. Alright, so Aharon pointed out that I had not done a trick with this class, and I did it with our advisory. And it's not the one that you guys did in Friday Flex. What's up?
I got the best magic trick ever.
I know I'm just doing a magic trick, but that's extensions and AO time. Okay, well, he's gotta make a plan with me. Like, I gotta know the plans on the advice. We're gonna see.
Can I show you a question really quick? It's just on the card.
You're gonna like destroy it.
Now you see it? Now you go. My card, baby.
Oh my god. That's funny. Alright, Aharon asked for this trick. Actually, you're stay here. Hey, where are you going? Amelia, okay, fine. You going to be part of my plan?
I want to be part of this.
So, Amelia is going to pick a card. I'm going to, like, look the other way. It doesn't matter. So, she's going to show all you the card to make sure that you know what it is.
Everyone, Mr. Hudson.
What? Well, don't make me look at the card.
Oh, so it's the... Got it.
Good?
Down.
It's the green... I don't even know. I was going to try to make it a fake whatever. So, put it back in here. Not on, in. Because that's what I think that other trick was like. So, did anyone figure out the magic trick from the...
I didn't figure it out, but I made my
Because
own.
on top, when you put the card on top, that's not really fair. So, on top of you putting it in the middle of the deck, I'm going to shuffle. Like, I'm going to actually shuffle.
I saw it.
I know, because it's magic. Look at that. Look at what shuffling did. Is that your card?
Whoa.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
I never
You're just a wizard. That's not a trick.
I know, it's like the easiest trick
Oh,
there is.
I know.
And Will Smith dies at the end of the movie. If you know how it's done, keep it to yourself.
Oh, that's
If you know how it's done, keep it to yourself.